Welcome to the Creative Playing Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi guys! If you're a fan of reading like I am, and you've been looking to try out audible.com for audiobooks, we have a link for a free 30-day trial. So go ahead and check out audibletrial.com/Creative Playing Podcast Network. That's Audible, audibletrial.com/Creative Playing Podcast Network. Thanks!
Welcome to Star Wars Edge of Empire, Scum, and Villainy. Okay, so Ovasu,
That is a joke.
do you head on down to the
You're the only one that can fly, so.
to the dry dock?
Actually,
I do have some piloting skills.
Yes, you get to make all
Do you head on down to the dry dock?
Yes.
Okay, because literally to do the transponder, they're going to have to shut your engine down, so it's going to be a while.
I will go with her, make sure there will no.
Okay. You pull into this super retro tech hangar area where you can tell it's super bare bones. The shield that's keeping the atmosphere in here is kind of sketching on and off a little hint.
Oh, that is dangerous.
Sort of like a Total Recall original thing.
Yeah. And as you get there, you notice, you park your ship as you see two Jawas come out with little glow sticks, and they're guiding you where to park.
Okay.
The red zone is for loading and unloading.
The white zone.
Don't give me this red zone shit.
It's like,
You have to file the paperwork to unload
portion.
As soon as you
Airplane?
I know.
as soon as you park, you see a guy coming down on a. He's got a load-bearing vest
Sorry.
that he's hooked into a cable,
Do it
and he's
over
actually
you.
got the controller for the cable, and he's lowering him onto the ground,
Okay.
where he disconnects the cable and sends the cable back up to the
He's
ceiling.
fixing the transponder.
And you see him like pushing the Jawas out of the way, kicking one, and he basically waves for you to come on out.
What species is
He's Duros.
he?
What is that?
Basically, they're the blue ones. They're hairless with a big head and big eyes.
Yeah.
They're really good pilots.
Okay.
Corellians basically learn their awesome piloting skill from the Duros. Any Duros will tell you that.
Corellians humans.
Yes. Yes.
Corellians
But
are
Curling
humans.
humans are known for piloting.
They're basically
They're
the
badass pilots.
hot shot.
They're Han Solos.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're the hot rodders of the pilot of the human world.
Yeah.
They blazed hyperlanes. They created paths because only Corellians were daring enough. Well, he comes out and says, Welcome. I see your ship's going to, and he pulls out a sheet, taps it. The compensation, I like that. So, I'm going to need you to power down your ship engines, and it's going to take about 48 hours to get the transponder adjusted.
48 hours. Right. Hold it. Would I know that that's about right?
Yeah, that's about right, to do it safely.
Yeah.
Power down the engine, do it.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to just ask the dude, because he works here, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I saw those Imperial ships out here. What are we doing here?
Good, that's right.
Oh, it's Kween Station. It's basically the Empire's presence within Hutt space. The Hutts allow them to use this place as sort of a neutral territory. So that way the Empire says that they're doing their job here, and the Hutts can, say they're cooperating with the Empire's laws. Like, no slavery.
Now, in the current out of character, in the current timeline, the Empire's still totally in charge.
Yeah. This
Not
is
in Hutt
this,
space.
this is literally 2 days after the Battle of Yavin, first Death Star destroyed.
Okay. So
Not that Hutt space is really hearing about that, because that news is going to take a while to travel.
You see,
but
the thing is,
Okay,
Hutt space
so-
is pretty much the last free, Yeah, we're totally following Empire Room.
yeah, as long as we can pay off those Imperial
Just
bureaucrats
don't-
to stay out of our business.
Don't pay attention
And
that we're
it's
giving
standard that
weapons
they
to
have
rebels and
two Star Destroyers there.
Well, and you
yeah, no, I'm
basically,
just asking.
standard.
basically,
It seems
they're,
excessive for the outer rim.
well, they're
just
here
saying.
for dry dock. This is basically
Yeah,
this
it's
station
getting fixed.
is the middle of if you want to go into the Empire or if you want to go into Hutt space.
So it's
It's
Deep
the-
Space Nine.
Exactly, it's the halfway location.
Okay.
And it's also got some of the best dry docks in the area that can actually service, large craft.
Like
Okay.
Star Destroyers.
Yeah. And he basically barks some orders, and 4 little Jawas start running in with some toolboxes and cargo parts. Your little R2 droid is not happy about the Jawas.
So should we find a hotel?
Yeah.
Your droid doesn't
Twi'lek
want...
has an R2 unit?
I call him RG.
Oh, that's cute.
He doesn't want...
R8G3.
He doesn't want to stay on the ship alone.
You mean Rage?
So I'll look at
RG.
these. I'll look at these guys. I'm gonna
Come
go
with
get
me,
us some
come on,
spending
RG.
money.
Okay.
I will
Well,
go.
basically, now that you're dropping off the ship, he's prefer if you guys Valmu so he
Yeah,
can do his
so-
work.
I'm gonna get us some spending money. I'm heading back to.
I will go. I will go with you. Make sure you do not
Okay.
die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are heading off. He's like,
If you
"Yeah,
die, that throws our whole group agreement off. We have
if
to
you need
understand
it, the lift's over that way, but you have to take 3 lifts to get back up to the low levels of the station.
That's fine.
You do. Do we know of any places we can rest?
I would know. I would, since I've been on the station a while.
I'm gonna
I
go
know
get us
where-
some spending money.
I will go with you. Make
You
sure-
know that there's, if you want to just go hang out somewhere, there's a place called the Telefax Inn. It's basically the equivalent of a Star Wars sports bar.
Okay, you guys
Okay,
go.
let's go
But
there.
You
it's
guys go
kinda
there.
rough and
I'm gonna go
tumble.
get us some
Yeah.
spending
Oh,
money.
rough and tumble. Then they have gambling?
There's usually it's betting on games, but there is some
I'm gonna go
gambling.
gamble.
I will
He
go.
wants
With,
to
Okay,
go
you're going to the
gamble.
casino?
You and
He
I
needs
want to
backup.
go to.
I will go with you. Make sure you do not die.
Do you want to go to the casino or do you want to go to the?
Let's go to the
Telefax?
bar.
You and I go to the bar. I think you and I have a lot in common. We both are
You're not a
clanless.
ships.
Clanless.
Well, you don't speak Twi'lek, so you don't know that her name is.
Yeah, but I speak.
Clanless. Disgusting.
We
Yeah,
all
I'm
speak
not gonna say
basic.
Who would leave their kaijak?
Because very few people
That goes
speak
against
Sakiyan.
every law.
That's just insane to leave your clan.
Insane.
Because who's going to have your back?
Oh, I
if not
didn't
your
leave my
clan?
clan.
Your
clan
clan left
encouraged
you.
it.
A clan leaving
No,
a
I'm
member
still part of the
ridiculous.
clan. They just didn't want me around.
Okay, so we're
And
gonna go
we
play
hired
some
her.
cards.
Okay, so you guys are splitting up.
Well, you're gonna play cards. I'm gonna make sure you don't die.
So the Hutt's going to go with you?
I was just
Do we get our guns back since we're not in?
Yes.
You don't. Well, you guys got your guns back,
As soon as
but
we
you
left
know
the
as soon as
level.
you go up to that level, you're not going to be allowed to have weapons. So do you leave them on your ship?
Well, wait. Are we going to that level, or is there any place we can gamble in the seedy area?
You can gamble in the seedy area if you want to have your weapons with you.
I suggest
Let's
that.
do that.
That's
I'll do that.
Yeah, that sounds.
That's where I was.
So you guys
So
are
in our bar, we can't have our gun blasters?
Oh yes, we can.
in that bar. You can't.
Oh,
you
then let's
can't-
go where they're
We'll
you
go
going.
can
where they're
have
going. They're going to have a bar too.
In that. In
Yeah.
the sports bar, you can have pistols
Oh, I
and
have pistols.
swords.
Just don't
You
cram my
can't
style. I
have-
need some space.
Think about it. You
No
can't
problem.
bring an assault rifle with you.
I'm trying to split
that's
up
what
the
a
party
carbine
so we
is.
can do 2
Oh,
different
well.
things
And
at
that's
once.
with his
Okay.
rifle.
If you guys are going with us, then we're not doing what we have to.
Yeah.
We're not
I'm
getting-
going to then
Basically, it's along the lines of
Okay.
because if you're armed, everyone else is armed.
Okay, you two go and
You
get
two
some
go and get
information,
rooms and
get
stuff
rumors
and
and stuff.
information.
Rumors.
He gets money.
Okay.
I protect him
All
from
right,
dying.
I'll
Okay.
lock up my carbine.
Okay.
Okay, because just remember, it's not like you're expecting huge amounts of danger. And
No.
Okay.
I always
So,
expect
time for some
danger.
gambling.
okay,
I will sit next to him, make sure he will not die.
okay. So, all right.
Chill out,
So
everybody. Chill
you
out.
guys go to the Musty Mynok,
Okay.
scuzzy little gambling joint.
Cool.
It's got hollow vids of showing different
Can you
races.
say that name again?
The Scuzzy.
Can you say that name again?
No,
The Scuzzy Mina.
the scuzzy Mynok. You like that?
Okay, so
Okay, so you see that there's quite a few games going on. The hollow vids are showing various races going on, around the different planets.
Mhm.
There's, a couple stripper poles with some strippers of various races doing their stripper pole dance. Okay. And you notice one guy, he's at a poker table, he just folds up his sabak cards, throws it down on the table, and says, "I'm out." And perfect timing, like it was
Okay.
meant to happen.
so we
He
roll
walks out as you walk in.
Is there a table near where they're gambling that I can sit down and making sure that I'm making sure he don't die?
There's some seats up against the stripper stage that is really near his seat.
Yeah.
That is a great position. I will sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll totally be.
I have your
50-50
back, buddy. What?
They're dragging my body out. It's just like,
I'm watching you. Good game.
Okay.
Good game.
oh,
Good game.
okay.
Okay, so
Sure, what for, buddy? Oh wait, where'd you go? Always
Okay, so
leaving
you're gonna
back.
start playing some Sabak.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the wager gonna be?
Okay, I have 10 credits left. so-
Okay, so it's gonna start the pool pretty slow there on 10 credits.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know where I put credit.
go ahead and roll.
You know what? I'll throw down. Oh wait, no, I can't throw down. Yeah, that's because I'm not betting. I'm making sure you don't die.
Are you throwing any money
If
at
you
the
have any
sh-
money-
I'll give you 10 credits.
Okay.
You're gonna give him 10 credits?
I have 90 credits left.
Are you gonna give any to the stripper who's working her butt off?
I will give. I have 80 credits left.
So we're gonna start at 30.
Aw, you are her favorite patron because she hasn't gotten that much from anybody all night.
Okay, we're gonna start at 30.
Yep, so go ahead and roll this guy to start, the white dice.
Okay.
Hey,
Because these are results doing the shifting.
whites.
2 whites.
One black.
And a black. Okay, so for the whites, you can now roll your cool.
Okay. Versus.
It's just going to be you roll your cool versus theirs.
So he's gambling?
Yep.
Sorry.
So for each of your whites, you can change basically a failure. Actually, oh, sorry, you do roll. Purple, and 2 purple and a red.
Whoa.
But with your 2 whites, you can change a failure into a success or a
Okay. So success,
oh
triumph.
triumph.
Yeah.
you could change that failure into
So
a success.
if you would like,
Yes.
you can change these. Well, you can use this to change the 2 threats that you rolled into advantage.
Yes. Advantage.
Basically, you just cleaned up on this one.
Okay.
Okay, so not only did you get the 50 credits that was in the pool,
Okay.
Sweet.
but one of the guys actually kind of was suckered by you, and you got Sabak. You got a natural 23 in your deck and instantly won blowing everybody out of the water.
They think I'm gonna stop
So I
paying
get advantage
attention
for
to the
next
stripper.
round.
Yep. So you're giving yourself advantage.
This was Battlestar Galactica. He had a full period
Okay.
pyramid with a capstone.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll again for the next hand. How much are you betting on this one?
We need money, so I'm gonna bet all 50.
What would I roll
Oh.
What would I roll to see
You
if any
roll.
of them want to kill him because they think he's cheating?
Yes.
Or is it obvious?
That's a
You
good idea.
could roll.
What
Give
would I-
me a perception.
I know what that is.
It's out.
I have it against 2 purples.
Against just average 2 purples.
Okay. Do I roll this thing?
Would I get a
again?
bonus?
No, basically,
done.
yeah.
Would I get a bonus since obviously they're in shock?
Mhm.
Not a good
Not
poker
really.
face. 'Cause
Not
just,
really. I won't give you disadvantage for the
So one
stripper.
success.
One success. You notice they're not happy about losing to this guy, but as soon as he goes, okay, all in, they're like, okay, we're gonna get our money back. Okay, so they each
Okay.
pop in 50 credits each.
I'm watching you, buddy.
The
Okay.
game is going.
We need money too, so I can always switch a light side.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
I would like some dark side points. I really
Yeah.
would, since you have all light side.
I just need one more because we need money.
So upgrade a
Green to a yellow.
green to yellow. If you don't have that, you can upgrade to another green.
Okay. Sure. Nice. Okay. No.
No, that's
You suc-
What's this threat?
You,
so
you succeed,
success.
but you generated 2 threat.
Okay.
So you
Because they are getting angry.
Yes.
you succeed, but because of this, on your you're gonna get a black die because basically they're getting angry at you.
Okay. That's fine.
You're noticing they're like, son of a bitch.
Again. Okay. So.
Just made 250 credits off us on the second round.
So I'm up to 300 credits.
Yep.
Okay.
So now, do any of them look like they want
Yes.
to kill him?
They don't look like they want to kill him, but they're getting really,
Okay.
really unhappy.
You start
at this
paying
point.
less attention to the stripper, more on
Okay.
making sure you don't die.
Okay.
So how
So-
much are you gonna bet this round?
So I don't have an advantage now, and I
You now
don't
have a black die, actually.
Yeah. There's no way I'm gonna pull this.
Bet
off.
another 50.
How much you gonna bet?
Bet another 50.
Know when to hold them.
Know when to fold 'em.
Yeah.
Know when to run away.
Know
Know
when
when
to walk away.
I'll bet another
Know
50.
when to run.
You never count your money.
Yeah.
When you're sitting at the table,
Okay, now,
there'll be
Kerrie?
time enough for
Turn one of those purple to
when
a
the
red.
demon's done.
That's fine.
I'm upgrading the difficulty on this one. Just because.
if you lose, just say one of them's a cheater.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
That's awesome.
Gary's eyes just glowed.
Thank you.
Red, just like his character.
Okay. What'd I do? No.
Well,
You succeeded.
you succeeded.
No, it's the
Oh.
it's the
No,
triangles
you
that take those
succeeded,
out.
but you took a lot of threat.
Okay, so they're gonna draw on us.
Okay, so
I get another 300.
No, you bet 50.
I bet 50, so that turns into.
Another 250.
okay, so yeah, you got another 250, and these people are getting pissed.
With that many.
The thing is, you've got
550.
6 threat.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're
kill
gonna,
me.
Shit.
they're gonna draw on us. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only are you going to automatically have to upgrade the
Oh my
difficulty to your next roll, basically turn one of your purple into a red, you're going to have to do that twice.
Yeah. We
So
might be
you're
done.
rolling.
Wait,
it's
are they
gonna-
really not gonna draw on him?
They're not going to draw on him, but it's going to be 3 red he's rolling on this
Really?
hand. Really?
We're gonna.
Really?
Oh,
You
I don't
got
mind
6.
losing
Okay,
50.
fine.
Yeah, they're not drawing yet. But it's going to be 6 red, and we're going to see what's 3 red dice he's rolling. And we'll see what's going to happen.
Okay, this time just bet like 20. Just bet.
So it's 2 yellow versus 3 red.
We're gonna just walk away too.
You can do
I mean,
that.
it's
You know they're
550.
getting.
we don't walk away. We don't walk away till we lose.
No,
Bet
he
20.
floats away.
Yeah.
No, we don't walk away till we lose.
As soon as you start to walk
Walking
away,
away might piss them off.
one of the guys reached out to grab your wrist and say, "We don't." Oh,
Oh, is he gonna?
he's reaching to grab you, saying, "It's too soon for you to walk away."
Boom.
Bart."
Okay.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot him.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Time
And
to
give
roll
me
initiative.
go ahead and give me a ranged light.
Okay,
it's
I get-
1 purple because you are at.
I get
ridiculously
advantage when I do quick draw.
Yes, you do.
So quick draw is incidental, both.
So you
Okay.
pull both your guns out.
I'm gonna shoot him right in the face, and I get an advantage. I get
I
an
shoot his
advantage
friends.
for.
Being and acting before he
Okay.
does because you're improved quick draw.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, I said we
ranged
don't walk away
light
till we
with a
lose.
blue against 1 purple.
Okay.
This will not be pretty.
Well, he was.
He
was
wasn't
laying
wanting you to
hands on
leave
me.
the table before they had a chance to win back their money. Apparently, he's being taught the error of his ways
Yeah. So
By kill, by death.
by murder, death, kill.
people need to
Murder,
know
kill.
your limits. So.
NDK.
So
NDK.
so it's 2. So 2 yellow.
We're police
and I get
officers. We're not
a-
quick to handle this violence.
Blue versus opponents haven't acted yet.
Yep.
And I get a minus. I can spend a critical if I do.
Yeah,
critical.
yeah. You get enough to crit. Wow.
So I just see this.
Yeah. So I just.
You look up at the stripper,
I just
and then the
lean
Hutt
back in the
turns
chair.
around as he sees you pulling both out of the guy's face,
Yeah.
gangster style.
I was watching him. I was watching him.
Oh, I don't have to shoot him though. I can just tell him. I can just tell
Wait,
him.
you
No,
don't
no,
have to shoot him.
just-
No, I don't have to
shoot.
start yet.
You don't have to shoot him. I mean,
You
Just
can
shoot him.
as
intimidate
two
the hell out
guns,
of him.
2 guns appear in your hands as his hand was still near the table, reaching for where your wrist was.
I will then pull out.
And you see the hand start shaking as he realizes there's 1 barrel pointed
Yeah.
at each eye.
Wait, I'm gonna
I'm
pull
just
out my
gonna
heavy
stare at
blaster
him and
then.
wait till he starts pulling it back.
And he slowly slides his hands
I'm gonna make
over.
sure. I'm gonna make sure his friends don't
I
have any
guess
guns.
he's done at the table, boys.
His friends.
His they're not his friends. These are
Yeah.
actually
Oh, I thought-
gamblers.
I
Yeah.
spin
yeah,
him.
but-
I spin
yeah.
him. Put the guns back, and then just
My
take
friends,
the
I
money and walk away.
Okay, and you notice
Wow.
the bar is completely dead silent.
Yeah.
And
You were
everyone,
this close to me shooting your head off.
everyone except the stripper dancing for the Hutt is looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah, they know we're here.
You're gonna get out of the door.
Ah.
Goodbye.
As all of a sudden, from everyone holding their breath, the oxygen level in the room just went up and your eyes just start to glow a little brighter red.
Like I said, go out.
Yeah, so he's kind of pushing me.
Pudge of the Hutt gets behind you and
Is
says,
that
"Time
really
to
what
go."
it's
Pudge says, "Go."
Obviously, you do not have good self-control.
No, I haven't. So.
Okay, and
Okay.
Bye.
I'm gonna wait.
they
I'm gonna wait to
they
start.
kind of grumble a lot as you're walking away.
Okay, so they're gonna come back for me. I know that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Same place tomorrow.
That's fine. They're gonna come for us. That's okay.
Okay.
But that's okay. If they come from
That's-
then you
that's
can steal
fine.
whatever credits they have left.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So what were you guys doing while this was happening down at the old cantina?
Having non-alcoholic beverage at the bar.
and listening for cool rumors.
And also getting a place where we can sleep for 48 hours.
Oh, I'm sure I still have a crash pad there.
There's a flop house.
Is that big for all 4 of us? No.
Well, make sure it'll just be comfy. It'll be a little cozy.
Basically,
I'm a
she's
HUD. We've got 2 other people.
basically she's using this small empty warehouse storage unit as a crash pad.
Exactly.
That is no.
Do you want to use it, or do you want to pay for an actual room?
We've got
I can
500
pay.
credits. We are paying.
We're paying.
That is
pay?
no place for a hut.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
for,
we roll back in, and I've
okay,
got some
for
money.
200 credits, you can get a decent hotel room.
For
all
each
of
of
us?
us.
No, and one to share.
Okay.
If you want one for all of you, it's going to cost a little more.
We've got 200 credits, so we'll get a room.
You have 500 credits.
Yes, but you're
Yeah,
going
but
to
we're
spend
gonna need
200.
Yeah.
You want to keep some pocket change.
I'm just saying, you do not.
You got to feed a hut, space noodles.
So I'll spend 200 credits to get us.
Okay,
I'm just
so
saying.
We are living really close to the bone.
all of a sudden, just as... Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chiba Hut.
The Chibi
It's
Hut.
Chibi Hut.
Isn't that a
so
name of a
cute.
place?
Chibi Hut.
Chibi the Hut.
Chiba Hut.
Chibi the Hut. Okay, so as the gambler gets in touch with you guys, he's like, "Hey guys, it was good at the tables."
I don't think I say anything cool. I think
Oh.
I just sit down
Did
at
we
the
hear
I
anything
sit down at the
interesting?
bar with them and I
So were you guys
slide
at the
across
same
money.
city place, or were you
No,
going
they
to
No,
were
no,
at
we
the
were at
place.
the
Sports bar.
Sports,
at the sports
that-
bar?
that- yeah. that-
Okay, well you were
So-
there.
Inn, you call
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Then I spend 200 for the thing and I give 50 to each of you guys. So I slide
Okay.
50 towards you, 50 towards you, 50 towards you.
You know, a lot of that
Is
money
her
came.
data pad
that's fine.
the same as like a handheld comlink?
No, I have a
It's-
comlink which is separate.
She has
Okay,
a
because I have a
comlink.
comlink too.
Her
so
data
we can-
pad is basically a tablet, a
It's-
laptop.
Yeah,
You know,
Okay.
you know, a lot of that money
But
did come
hers
from
is
my
actually
10
decked out as a
credit
slicer's,
investment.
so it's
Yeah.
a hacking tablet.
Yeah, I'll
While
give
you're
I'll
there,
give you another
basically
20.
you notice
So-
that there's betting going on for the galactic races, and there's
I knew I
talk
could
of
trust
you know
you.
some of the new races coming up in the near future. You know, Corellian Run is coming up in 6 months. The big Corellian race.
Betting on races is
Kessel
for
Run?
suckers unless you.
No, not the
Castle Run
Kess
is a
Run.
spice.
Betting on
I
race,
know.
I look disdainfully at idiots betting on races. And
I'm gonna bet on a race.
That's just random shit.
So
I mean, unless you
And
fix it.
you even see that they've got this little betting table. It looks almost like a air hockey table, except on this table they have a bunch of people gathered around getting ready to bet races. You know, they're calling colors and throwing chips out there, and the guy's taking bets. And all of a sudden, you see at some point some guy says, "And go!" And you see a bunch of people on one end of the table drop some wooden bowls down, and then they lift it up, and you see these
Critters?
leech-like slugs kind
Oh,
of slowly crawling across the table as people go to the bar and
Do
get
they have
drinks.
eyes?
They're not.
they're not huts.
No, of course not. They can't be.
That would be.
They're
not
not
bad.
like
They're distant cousins.
like like just like slugs or snails.
They're just like slugs.
snail
I'm
races.
going. I'm going to bet
Yeah.
10 credits. Which one looks the coolest?
You think the purple veiny one that's got throbby purple veins is the coolest.
Everyone thinks they get a bet on that one. Always bet on red. Bet on color
Give me a
red.
perception, see how good of a pick you did with your 10 credit bet. Unfortunately, Speedy's one of the winners, so it's only 3 to 1
What's
odds.
particular?
It's against 2 purple.
Always bet on red.
Always bet on red.
Ah, see? Always bet on red. 3 successes.
All right, 3 successes. You get 30 credits because your slug. Now, this is like an hour later. Your slug crosses the finish line first.
Always bet on. Oh, wait, no, we have to do that. And then I said to her, "That's not your hut." Ah.
And just all of a sudden, you glance back at the table and you see your guy cross the finishing line, and people start cheering because people were eating while the slugs were slowly going across the table.
Always bet on red.
Anyone gonna point out it was purple? Okay, so as you guys enjoy that, all of a sudden you get a.
Well, how many credits did he win?
He won 30 credits. His
Cool.
10 got him 30.
I just turned 10 credits into 30 credits.
Whoa!
Always bet on red.
After waiting an hour for the slug to cross the
A
finish
purple
line.
slug.
Well, I feel that because he knows slugs, he
Yeah.
You calling me a cheater?
no.
Just because I know slugs
You
better?
just have an educated knowledge
And
of.
all of a
Us.
sudden, one of the guys there, his slug was still at the starting line after an hour. And he's
Alive?
yelling at the slug, and he's yelling.
on.
And at one point, he
Have
grabs the
some
slug,
backbone.
and he throws the slug across the bar. And the slug goes flying across the room, hits one of the rafters, and comes splocking down in the Hutt's, in Puggeta the Hutt's cup.
Oh, he didn't.
Why did you do that?
the guy's storming out. He's basically.
I'm going to stop him.
You're going to stop him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Give
he
me,
owes you a drink, too.
I think he owes you. I'm going to say to him, I think you owe me.
okay, give me a
Are we all together?
coordination roll to see if you can beat
We're
him
all
at the
together
exit.
now, right?
Yeah, you're all together.
Because this is a sports bar.
As you know,
Against 2 purple?
against 2 purple.
Yes.
2, 1 success and
Triumph.
triumph. Or not triumph.
Advantage.
Advantage.
You easily stop him before he hits the door. You guys see the Hutt kind of wiggles.
Yeah,
he wiggles his
as he
tail
does
off.
this, I'm not looking, but I'm just leaning back in my chair. I think you owe him a drink.
And it's funny because once the Hutt poured out his drink, the slug is now moving kind of quicker.
Why
Okay.
would you do that?
I'm sorry, but that slug's been losing me money all week. I raised that slug from a little sluglet, and it won't give me any money.
I'll buy it from you for 20.
You can keep the damn thing. I hope a Gundark eats it.
We're keeping that slug. I'm going to train him to be the best slug racer ever.
Give me a coordination roll to see if you can catch it, because it is, now that it's drink your alcohol, it is moving.
Do I get
All it needs to be is drunk.
against 2 purple?
Against 1 purple.
Do I get a bonus
It's just
since
a
I
little
know how a
slug.
slug would move?
I will give you a bonus for that. 1 slug to another.
Slug to slug. Oh, yeah. You got sluggy on it.
2 advantages, or actually 1 success and 2 advantages.
That's fine.
Okay. So you managed to catch it in your drink after you just poured it out of your drink.
Okay.
And the slug is kind of trying to clean up your cup and escape, but it's not.
You are mine.
And the funny thing is, it's a black slug with red veins.
Always bet on
That
red.
budgie.
I was bet on red.
I will train you. You will do red slug.
Okay. So,
Little pug.
just as you guys...
Little Punch! That's his name.
Little Pudge.
Call him
Little
Pudgy.
Punch.
Okay, so, are you going to go ahead and
Yeah,
get them a
Pudgy.
room since you have
Yes.
the money?
200 credits went to the room.
Okay,
And then I gave you money.
so he basically comes and lets you guys know that he got your room.
And I gave them money each.
Oh, how much
I gave everybody 50 credits each, and he got more because he's.
I made an early investment.
He had seed money.
Just so you
Okay.
know, I'm naming
Well,
him.
we're on a station. We need some
Yeah.
spending.
I'm naming him Pudgy.
Pudgy the Hutt?
Pudgy.
I mean,
Pudgy the Hutt slug?
I assume there'll be
Pudgy
more
the
when
slug.
that guy comes.
Pudgy
and
the
gets
Hutt
shooting.
slug.
Okay, so you guys, as you're heading to your room, you get set up in your room.
See, you're not the only one with a pet.
Wait, okay. Don't
RJ
eat stuff out of the mini bar because it's super expensive.
Archie's not a pet.
Well, Pudgy
It's like,
the
don't listen to
Pudgy
him,
the
Archie.
Pudgy the slug Hutt is a pet, and he will be our mascot.
Until you put Pudgy the Slug Hut on our...
Do we need to get a terrarium or something for it?
He's never raised a slug of his own before.
Maybe it's just-
In my pouch.
I am a single parent raising a slug.
All he has to do is
I don't know what to do.
Google the Karen feeding of a slug.
How do you Karen feed a
Well,
slug?
we can get. Let's get a
You
shoebox
can
from.
put it in the in the refresher in the room,
Yeah.
and it'll eat the mildew growing in the shower wall.
Okay, that's good.
Excellent.
You will be strong.
Hey, they've actually done that in chemical-free houses. Use slugs to clean bathrooms.
You will be strong.
Oh,
and
how
fast.
repulsive!
Yes. Okay, so just as you guys are getting set up in the room, your data pad
Data
goes
pad
off.
goes.
You get the message to me. Beep.
You've got mail.
And basically, it gives you the location to go for the casino to do your meet and greet.
Cool. To the casino.
Goodbye,
Mere
Pudgy.
Steel Heights.
Goodbye, Pudgy the Hut slug Hut.
Little
Okay.
Pudgy.
Now, are you leaving your astromech droid
Pudgy
behind?
the Hut slug.
No,
You're bringing your astromech?
Archie's coming.
Okay.
Wait, if you
No,
get
wait,
to bring
wait,
Archie.
wait. Back to the inn. Did we hear any
The hotel?
juicy? No.
Oh,
we were
back
at
to the...
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were
Yeah,
waiting.
We
they
asked
were
you
rivers.
that, and we didn't.
Not really. It's people were busy gambling
Okay.
and watching races, and you
So
guys
we
did
didn't hear
hear.
nothing.
Now, as a smuggler pilot, did any of the races coming up pique your interest?
Not especially.
As a
but
pilot,
the
you do
Corellian
know
one is
races are a great way to get a
are
reputation.
prolific, but I don't know enough about my ship yet.
Okay.
And I have to make sure
The only
responder
racer-
code worked and
The only racer that's
And
here
anyways.
is Pudgy the Hut slug. He shall be the finest. There shall be tales of him.
it's like
Okay.
and also a
He's
race
like this
can
big, right?
He's a
make
little
it
slug,
hard
yeah.
to work as a smuggler if you're
Okay.
He reminds me when I
Nice.
was a slug.
Aww. Okay.
I mean, I was bigger and more majestic and smarter, but still.
Okay, so you guys head to the hotel that you were sent at the time you were asked.
Wouldn't this be like me having a tiny little Chiss? Would that be weird?
It would be.
And we shall call him Mini Pudge.
Okay, yes. So we're
Okay.
off to the casino.
Okay, so at the casino level, of course, no big weapons,
That's fine.
yada yada. As you get to the hotel's entrance, the casino part, the doorman there actually stops you and says, "I'm sorry, ma'am, no droids allowed on the casino floor."
They
That's
count numbers.
right, they count numbers.
They could cheat.
He can wait out here, right?
It's like, RG, do you mind?
You mean rage?
Would you, RG, or do you have a place that he can?
The
Like
hotel?
that?
You can
What
send him
about
back to the
hotel?
hotel.
The hotel that we have?
It's like, or would you prefer to go back to the hotel?
You can send the droid across the station alone.
No, I mean, I'm asking him which you would prefer.
He would prefer the hotel.
Okay, I'll take him back to the hotel real quick and meet
Yeah,
you guys.
we'll
back
wait here.
Tell him
Okay.
to take care of, but don't eat pudgy, whatever.
I'm like,
Okay.
are you
Yeah, 'cause-
kidding? I don't want anybody to take my droid.
Yeah,
Okay,
droids
so
are
you
money.
drop the droid off at the hotel.
Uh-huh. And I'm
Okay.
not gonna ask him, don't get in, you know.
With you jacks into the internet as soon as you get there.
It's like, do like, you know, don't, you know.
Don't hack.
Yeah, don't make any charges and don't break into anything, please.
Surfing all the droid porn.
It's not Bender.
It's basically a circuit board.
Your input device.
Oh, a quad processor.
What's it called? Meat sex?
Yeah, meat
That's
sex.
what we are. Meat sex. Okay, so we go meet the dude. He
Okay.
comes back, we meet the dude.
So, the Rodian, welcome to meet you again, Sentience. Please come over to this private sabak table. And there's a dealer
Ooh,
there, and
sabak.
she starts dealing you guys in. But you notice at this table,
Yeah, we're just
it's a
pretending.
learning table.
Yeah.
Basically, she's teaching you guys sabak. She's basically explaining the 23 is a winning hand, a smuggler's run. She's giving all the...
I will give you another 10. You seem to make good investments.
Yeah, so while we're talking though,
And all of a sudden, while you're there, the Rodian is at the end next to an empty seat as you see a human come walking up who has the cybernetic brain implant.
Oh, like
Sort of like Lobot,
on
in Cloud City. The big wraparound cybernetic dealio. And he quietly sits down and he puts a poker chip looking chip on the table, but it seems to be a black chip with a little flaming circle and a black circle inside that.
What does that mean?
Would you like to do a underworld knowledge roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would just be my
3 green against a
Probably
what?
just your intel. It's going to be actually 3 purple.
Oh, okay.
Underworld is
Three
just-
purple?
I'm gonna lose
3
information.
purple. It's,
It's
so
3
it's
purple.
hard.
Yep, it's actually a not a common knowledge kind of thing.
I have no idea. what
I
it is.
have 2 successes and 2 threats.
I have no idea. What
You
it is.
said intel, right? That if we have a rank
Yep.
in that, we get a yellow.
No, intel,
No.
underworld knowledge. You probably don't have
I don't
anything.
know.
Well, you can still roll it, Kerrie.
It's the first time I've left
Then what do
pudgy. the
It's
hut.
going to be whatever
Okay,
your
okay,
intel
okay,
is.
so what's your intel? Your intel is 3.
Intel
Okay, so it's
insecure?
3 with
Well, I mean,
versus.
I've only known him for like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Okay,
She got
well-
1 success
Okay.
and 2 threat.
2
Same
threat?
As me.
Calling it the
He's not
Okay.
bad.
Or except for I got
So,
2 successes.
Gary and Zander, did you guys get any threat?
I did not roll.
I got 1 threat.
You got 1 threat. Oh, so you basically you guys are obviously those that got threat are obviously looking over at the table, and the guy's getting kind of standoffish that you guys are so freaking nosy at the moment.
Hey, it's a learning table.
It is. It's a learning table.
I did
And
not roll.
he slides it over to the Rodian, and the Rodian takes it and puts it in his vest pocket.
Does she know
Ah.
this?
So you did
I
get
get
a
2.
2
I got
success.
2 successes and 2 threats.
It's obviously for you the symbol of the Black Sun Syndicate,
Ah.
one of the notorious mobs
3, that's
in
on
the
there.
galaxy.
They're fighting over the...
hmm As you see, his cybernetic implants lights are blinking, so he's obviously web surfing or doing something there. And they start discussing. The Rodian says, "I would like to introduce you to my associates. They have the qualifications you referred to. We are here learning
Breathing.
sabak." And the dealer, she's kind of, ignoring you. And at one point, he basically pulls out a real poker chip, throws it to the dealer, and she thanks him, and she starts dealing cards out to you guys really mechanically, like she's not trying not to
No, we're not paying
make
any
eye
attention.
contact
I'm not
with
really
anyone.
there.
And the thing is, she's dealing cards, and then she's flipping them for you, and then she's taking the cards and then dealing more. So she's completely playing the game for you guys in
Mhm.
front of you. So if
Yeah.
anyone looks, it
Uh-huh.
looks like
It
she's
looks like she's
dealing.
teaching us.
And the human looks at you and says, I'm looking for my employer to hire a ship to carry cargo.
What kind of cargo?
The kind that only certain folks are qualified to carry. It will be taken to Nar Shaddaa, the smuggling moon. You guys know it well. It's pretty commonplace. It's right, the smuggling moon right above the Hutt's homeworld, or at least their newest homeworld. It's a notorious smuggler location.
If we're smuggling, I believe we have to know what. Should we avoid? Should we not?
He then reaches into a pocket, pulls out a plastic sheet, taps it. He will be carrying exactly, and he basically gives you just about 3/4 of your cargo hold worth of cargo units of the following items. And it's a commercial for 2 different types of weapons. The Kellie Consolidated Arms KD-30 Dissuader pistols. Basically, it's pistols that shoot acid rounds that melt through armor.
Oh, cool.
And a Kellie version of basically what's known through the galaxy as the Weequay Blaster Lancers. It's this really long-range sniper rifle that's got a small blade on it. It's basically a great sniper rifle. It's used for extreme ranges. You would be delivering, and he basically gives you the unit number of units to a drop-off location that you will be informed of once you get into orbit around the Smuggler's Moon.
And what would what's the rate, or what's the price for such transport?
Who is to negotiate for you?
Oh, well, let the big guy.
The Hutt, I mean.
The Hutt? Okay, so go ahead and give me a negotiate.
Which is cunning?
Yep. Well, it should be an actual skill. Do you have any
It's
skills in it?
negotiation is presence.
Okay. Against what?
And it's going to be against his red and 2 purple.
So we should probably.
Whoa!
Do you guys
Gary
mind?
beat me to it.
Do you guys
Go
mind?
Go for it.
No,
Go
go
for it.
for it.
Yeah,
Because if you weren't, I was gonna.
he needs one.
It's adorable.
Come on.
Are
Okay.
you liking this so
Oh. That's
It's not
he is a baby. Very dope. Come on.
Blow for luck.
Your breath sucks.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just like your roll.
Yeah.
So what did you end up with?
A failure.
So a wash or a failure?
A failure.
Just
A failure.
No threats, just a failure.
So your negotiation is going well. You thinking you're the hot negotiation shit.
I am.
And after you guys come to an agreement on the dollar amount, which I'll give you in just a moment. For those out of character, by the way, you unfortunately were getting paid less than you should be, but it happens.
Well, that was a very hard, difficult.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a computer brain. At the same time as he's talking to you, he's emailing other ships to see how much they'll charge. So he's using that as negotiation push of, well, I'm gonna, require this or that. So.
But of course, those ships probably don't, most likely don't offer the sort of protection that only Sylvian Industries Incorporated bad name
provide.
company provides.
You cheeky smile.
Because you're being cheeky. So you're getting cheeky smile. Okay, and on the plus side, it's a easy shot to the Smuggler Moon, by the way.
Yeah,
As our pilot with
This is
Astro
some quick
Navigation,
business.
It's an easy
this is a quick hop, skip, and a jump. It's less than 4 hours in hyperspace and you're there.
Jeez, that
Wow.
Yeah.
is
So
close.
what are we gonna get?
So that
What's
would
the
be
price?
So, sorry, I should probably give you that price.
You should.
I should.
I want the monies. I want to know how much money we each get. How much money goes to the ship. How many noodles I can buy.
It's all about the noodles.
All about them noodles. About them noodles. No.
No starvation.
No shrimps.
No chibis.
Puggeta. And then it's the Hutt. So it's like
Puggeta.
Puggeta, the Hutt.
Not fair.
But my friends go.
Okay, so just one failure. That's not bad. You're only negative 5% on your cargo.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So, time for some quick math.
This is our first paid job, anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, it feels so good.
It's more about establishing our smuggling resume.
Stealing.
our smuggling resume.
So 100. That's hard.
Drawing
see?
a hut, yeah, but also.
No, that's
you just
perfect.
have
Your
to
picture
add
came
the-
out awesome.
I like it.
Chibi Hut.
Chibi the Hut.
Chibi Hut.
You're doing really well at the Chiba drawing, Kel.
Now you're gonna do RG next.
Yeah.
Mean rage.
Yeah. It's all in how you interpret it.
I don't know. It might be a little too angry. I'll try.
And then Pudgy, the baby, the Hutt slug. Pudgy, the Hutt slug.
He's our team mascot, right?
Yes. Now is. If you say he's not, you're wrong. He is.
When you color
Okay.
these, if you can't have a silver, do a light gray. Like a, you know what I'm talking about, Cal.
Don't give the artist art advice.
Why not?
Because that's how you piss off an artist.
It's input. Usually artist likes input.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And you're a blue Twi'lek.
Yes, I'm blue.
You know some Hutts have beards.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't think that.
I knew Putts had some.
They
there
can
was-
get
It's a
weird,
recessive gene.
weird hair things, and it's usually seems like a growth.
It's a recessive gene.
It's not.
Are you gonna give your Hut a beard?
No, those people are weirding out cats. We don't like
Yeah,
people
you
that
know,
are
like-
yeah,
right.
like me.
What's the normal difficulty for 2 weapons at once? 2?
Normally, it's depending on your range. If it's short range, it would be 2 purple.
Okay.
If it was medium range, it would be 3 purple.
We don't like people that are very different.
Because usually
I'm
using 2
missing my
weapons adds an
badass
extra
Sith.
purple to your normal dice.
Okay, so +1 purple for.
Paired. Because the extra amount of difficulty.
Okay, got it.
I like my
At
Sith
medium?
character.
Yeah. You can actually, if you want, copy it down. Da-da-da. It's about midway
and
on the first
Speaking of
thing.
weapons, though, I still don't know what the skill damage and range are for my OK98 pistol and the TR5 blaster carbine
Did you get it when
intimidator.
we made our characters?
Which side is it on?
did it at their house.
It's go to the other side. Right there. Perfect spot. Right where your finger is.
Short, medium, long, but where's the pair? Oh, pair just adds a purple.
Yeah. Whether it's swords or
Yeah, got
that, it just adds one.
Okay.
I believe your weapons were taken.
Yeah,
out.
I got that. Yeah,
This
they've
book.
got. Yeah, mine has the -1 difficulty.
Yeah, because I gotta admit, for gunslingers, that is a cool class feature. I
Yeah.
believe this is the book where your
I have to
weapons are
buy
located.
I have to buy a lot more
Yeah, I got that
presents.
paired thing, so I'm good.
Apparently, I have to become the negotiator.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
expecting you to get either the trade class, which helps make negotiations really good for you, like you get an extra 20%. You know,
These fell out of your book.
How do I get that class?
basically you would spend 30 experience to get access to the trading class tree, and then a whole bunch of things would become skill classes for you, which would be really cheap to buy. And you could be the trader on the ship as well. You're like, I know where we're going, and they need daisies, because daisies are a delicacy over there, eaten by people, not as flowers. And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
So we're going to buy a shipload of daisies there. I'm going to have to actually find, there's a podcast I used to listen to a long, long time ago of a story basically space trader. This guy was a crew member on a trading ship, and crew members had a certain amount of cargo space you could use. He basically made a trade empire by buying stuff on one planet, cargoing it, and then selling it as on his own on the side. Slowly building his trading empire, working for a trading ship.
What is this?
I will have to get the podcast name for you. It's a good podcast.
Flying kitten.
Because it was an actual book series that the writer put on podcast.
What are we writing?
Okay.
Something.
So
good.
I'm doing math.
Okay, you're doing that.
There are calculators for that.
There are. So you lost 5%.